Hello, hello, and welcome. I am London Jen here for a very special edition of London's Bridge. I didn't think this bit through. Let's do this. Okay, there we go. Champions edition of London Bridge, because of course we have the mega crazy absolute card coming up in 8 days time, in just 8 days time. Bricks and Jam, Saturday, 2nd of March. And I thought it's only right that I get Jazz and BIZZO on to talk about the card and to just chop up things generally, to just have a little chat. This is London's Bridge, where we do bridge building, little getting to know each other. You know, Jazz's audience gets to know BIZZO, and BIZZO's audience gets to know Jazz. Just a little friendly chat before the battle, you know. So without any further ado, I will bring on the guests for today's London Bridge Champions edition. We have Gaz the rapper and BIZZO Jazzo Bond.
Copying my style, everything I do. Everything I do.
Grow
up. Welcome, guys. Welcome, Jazz. Welcome, Jazzo and Gaz. It's nice to have you here. That's gonna screw me over all night long, so I'm not even gonna try, because I'll invent whole new names for you. How you doing, guys? Thank you so much for coming on with the respective time differences and everything. I'm sure you guys are busy with, you know, with life and everything. So yeah, thanks for coming on. Jazz, how you feeling? 8 days to go, less than that before you're back in one of your favorite cities.
I'm excited. I was actually rapping my rounds today, like out loud, and I'm like, okay, I gotta fix this, I gotta fix that. I don't like how that sound. That could be better. Like, I'm a perfectionist. If you couldn't tell, I'm a perfectionist, and I just need everything to be perfect. But all in all, I'm super excited, like very excited. I can't believe it's only 8 days away. Like, time really flies.
It really does. It really does. We've been waiting for this for so long, and we are here now. Gaz the rapper, what are you most excited for? The eight day mark, 8 days away. What are you most looking forward to? Huge event.
Yeah, I'm excited to get back in the ring. I'm excited to battle someone of Jazz's caliber. So I think it's going to be a good start to the year, good kick off to the year. Jazz has had a really good year last year. I'm just excited, man. It's a very big challenge for me, and I'm grateful for the opportunity as well. So I'm looking forward to getting it in. I'm at the same stage as Jazz. I'm just going over my stuff. I'm, you know, cutting and chopping where necessary and making everything sound better and sound nicer. So I'm nearly ready.
I tell you what, earlier on this week, you made me even more excited for the battle. Jazz, I want to get your reaction, your thoughts on BIZZO's promo. He put out a little ode to Jazz, didn't he?
Yeah. Yo, BIZZO Bond, I'm battling the beautiful Jazz the Rapper next week, so listen to this. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. It's too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Pardon the way that I stare. Nothing else to compare. What? She putting those faces? Weak. They're on. Who's that? Speak. If you feel. Why is she pulling all these weird faces? Let me know that it's real. You're just too good to be true. What's going on here? Oh, she looks horrible there. Oh my god, right. I'm not doing this.
No.
Bizzo.
Bravo.
I just want to put a disclaimer out there. I don't think you're ugly.
You would be lying if you said you did. You did some amazing acting. Comedic timing was so on point in that video.
That was like a one take. That like I had it all planned out. I was going to do it, and I just pressed record and started watching it, and then a couple of the pictures just took me by surprise because I'd mixed the order up before I pressed record, and then it just come out really naturally. I was quite happy with it.
There was a picture on there that I don't even remember.
Which one was it? The shower cap one? No,
the one with the Compton hat.
Yeah. Do you know what? I got really let down by everyone because I put a tweet out saying, "What's your favorite jazz face?" Expecting all these pictures to get thrown at me. And one person sent one picture or responded to the tweet, and I was like, "Right, I'm gonna have to go through."
Yeah, you do your own work.
I was fuming.
You gotta put in that work when you're bounding me. You're not.
Listen, I did it in the end. I grafted. Put the graft in.
No.
You pulled a Nardwar on you, pulling out pictures that you don't even remember. That was some great promo, Biz. We love to see that. You know, we know, of course, jazz is beautiful. The evidence is there to see on every YouTube drop and on Instagram. So, you know, it's all in good humor. But yeah, it was some great promo there. I did see you mention, Jazz, that there may be a response coming.
Yeah, I haven't started it yet.
Well, okay. Again? Okay. Well, we shall await that. Bizzo, you set the bar high. I have to say, you set the bar high. I like that sort of original promo. Now, both champions. Now, in case you didn't know, Bizzo is letting us know that he's a champion. He keeps the belt on the nightstand
next to a bonsai tree and a silhouette of James Bond.
That's great. I didn't even notice the Bond silhouette. I saw Chubb Shad, a plug in the chat, commented, Jazz, where do you keep your Woti belt?
My Woti belt is in my closet.
In the closet?
Yeah. Because, so you know what it is? I moved out here to LA last January, but I never really settled. So, like, I don't have, like, a place to actually put that belt. But now I'm in a new place, so now when I get everything situated here, I'm definitely gonna have that belt like somewhere to show.
Pride of place.
And stuff. Yeah, because I have other, special things to me, but I just don't have anywhere to put them yet. But that belt is definitely gonna be somewhere, like just like how BIZZO has it, is definitely gonna be on display because that is that I'm very proud of.
Yeah,
never mind that. What's in that drink you've got there? That drink looks horrible.
I'm sure you know what I'm gonna say. It tastes better than
What? Come on, talk us through that. That looks like raw eggs. You don't have to go Rocky Balboa for this battle, like it's nice and friendly banter.
Shake with banana, cashew butter, and chia seeds. So it tastes really fucking good.
Ooh, that sounds nice. That sounds delightful.
I don't like bananas.
He doesn't know what good food is or what anything is that tastes good. So I'd expect him to say that this looks bad, but a Wigan kebab looks delicious.
We'll talk about we'll get to the Wigan kebabs, but we just mentioned it. Jazz, the reigning woman of the year, top 11 in Coty, was voted top 4 by the fans. All hip hop female battler of the year. Jazz the rapper. Is Jazz the rapper your 2023 Woti?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, what do you have? What's your take on her year last year?
Yeah, she was thrown in the deep end pretty much. She had some massive battles. tested herself regularly as well, and took Loso on very short notice. Battled Charlie Clips on a big stage. Geechee.
Geechee was 2022.
Who was?
Yeah.
Which one?
Geechee.
Oh, was it? Oh.
Yeah.
Did that not count towards to this year?
Huh?
Did that not count towards this year?
No, that counts towards the year that I won the belt.
Oh, right, sorry.
Yeah.
Work was this
in
year.
terms of past opponents, though, she has consistently tested herself. So,
and how do you think you fare? You know, you've just mentioned some heavyweight names there, and you've seen the results of the battles. Jazz is not easy. Like, how do you think you fare compared to all those names? What are you gonna come and do? That's, you know.
I've done what I approach any battle is to try and do it completely different to how anyone else would battle someone. So I'm expecting Jazz to hear things that she hasn't stood in front of before next week, which is one of the main things that I always try and do when I'm battling someone. I'd like to, make that sort of impact. So when they go away from the battle, they're like, oh, someone's never said X. BIZZO's never said that to me before. No one's ever said that to me before. That's the kind of, influence that I want to have. Like, I want to be memorable in that sense. I'm not going to take easy angles. I'm not going to, I'm not going to do things that that everyone else has done. I'm not going to take cheap routes either. So hopefully she'll be appreciative of the effort that I put in.
Okay, all right, I like that. You bring the creativity and give us a memorable battle that, stands against all those other ones. I feel that. And in terms of Jazz, I just mentioned, we talked about all those names. What is it in BIZZO? You've said, we know that BIZZO is someone that you wanted to battle. What is it about BIZZO that you look at and say, you know what, I want that battle?
Just simply, I like his wittiness. I like his creativity. He said he reminds me of me, right? And how he just said he wants to leave saying something to me, or approaching me in a way that nobody ever has. That's normally my battle people. Like, I'm gonna leave with at least one angle or one bar that's like, how did she think of that for this person? How's nobody ever said that? So that's what I admire, and I can see that in somebody just by watching one battle of theirs. Like, I can see somebody's mindset just by one battle. Like, okay, they're thinking outside the box. They're putting it together great. They're executing it. They know how to land this idea. So that's essentially why I wanted to take BIZZO. You know what I mean? And like the whole build up, like, we've had so much time for this battle. We've had so much time to promo, so much time to prepare. It's kind of like, we got everything is perfect. The timing is perfect. It wasn't a battle that we took on a 2 weeks notice or a 3 weeks notice. This is something on month end. BIZZO knew I expressed interest in him, period, for a long time. But then in battling him, it kind of built up to that. And then Prem saw it and they decided to book us. Like, again, I just think it's just perfect timing for Jazz the Rapper versus BIZZO Bond. Like, he's grown so much since I first seen him. It wasn't even that long ago that I saw him, but he was taking challenges too. Like, he's taking different types of battle rappers. He's showing different things that he could do and different things that he can face. And, it just all leads up to Big Bag. You know what I'm saying?
It all leads up to Big Bag. Okay, yeah, no, that's it, right? BIZZO is someone who every challenge that has been put in front of him, he smashed it out the park. Like you just said, that kind of approach is a very similar one to yours. You have similar elements in your style, do similar things. Jazz, you said on Chubbs's interview that you do them 1,000 times better. Jazz, what do you think BIZZO, Gaz the rapper. Sorry, you didn't hear that. You didn't hear the 1,000 times comment.
I was being really nice then. Now I'm going to have to switch it up.
Well, you can stay nice.
What did I say?
You said something like
I do things 1,000 times better than me.
I said that me and you do the same thing, but then
what are you gonna do when it's against someone who does it
way better?
So what do you think you have the edge on? What's your edge going into this?
My
where
head,
you both, yeah.
I just think, and I say this in every battle, I don't think anyone's seen the best version of me yet, and I am actively striving to hit that every time I battle. Last year, I'd say I didn't make the improvements that I wanted to make, but that was through no fault of my own outside of the realms of battle rap. So this year, I'm kind of going to hit the ground running, and I think what everyone sees next week, everyone will be like, wow, we weren't expecting that. That's how I genuinely feel about the material that I've got. I feel like I've, taken away so much from the battles that I had last year, which were all very, very close. And they were all against very different opponents, all had different storylines behind them, sort of, really. So I've learned from them, and I've put some improvements in place, and I think next Saturday you'll probably see the best version of BIZZO Bond so far. And it's against someone who I'm motivated to battle, which is a massive thing. Like, you've got to remember, two out of the 3 battles last year, I didn't want to do them. I didn't want to battle Yunnan. It was just based on the way that the fixtures in the match days came about and who was available for the date. And me and him were the only pairing that could really make sense. And then the Bobby battle, obviously Bobby's like one of my best friends in battle rap now, so I don't like battling someone who I'm very close to, and I've already battled him once before. So 2 of those battles I've very much struggled to motivate myself to write for. But this one, Jazz has made it clear and been open that she wants to battle me, which is a massive compliment. Like, of all the people that she could battle in the UK and single out and sound out to battle, there's all the talent that's around right now. And she's been adamant that she wants to battle me, so it's my duty to repay that with the best possible performance I can give, which I genuinely think I do have it. I think, obviously, like I said before, I'm at a stage where I'm tweaking a little bit and getting ready for the final week of prep, but I genuinely am really happy with where I'm at right now.
Okay. Yeah, no, I love that, going into 8 days away with that state of mind. I fucks with that. Jazz, you'd mentioned, again, I'm going to refer a few times, that was a dope interview. Check it out if you haven't, on the plug yesterday. Jazz spoke to Trouble on the Plug TV on YouTube, so go and watch that. But you'd mentioned 3 phases you're going to usher in a 3rd phase of BIZZO. You'd said there's pre-belt BIZZO, pre-belt BIZZO, post-belt BIZZO, and then there'll be a post-Jazz BIZZO. BIZZO, what you just said, last year you didn't have you didn't take the fight. You had to take some fights you didn't want to take. Some things didn't necessarily go your way. Castro didn't get the greatest feedback after that, but it's a similar style, similar kind of challenges to an extent. Will there be a new BIZZO Bond? Will we see kind of a new BIZZO Bond coming through after this?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I literally every move is strategic for me, where it can be where everything I can control is strategic. I would never jump in to a battle that I'd openly struggle in. I don't think that's a wise move to have longevity in this game. I'd certainly never overstretch for an opponent that I wasn't ready for. The Castro battle was eye-opening for me, in the sense that it was very much a writer versus a performer, and the reason why I wanted to battle Castro so much was because I was such a fan of him as a performer, that I wanted to see how I would fare against someone like that. And not to mention that he's a big character in America, and that's somewhere I want to obviously get over as much as I can to next year. So I wanted to see how I fared up against him, and yeah, I learned a lot from the battle. Like I said, I'm coming away from that battle with feedback. Some of it I wasn't overly happy with, but it's part of the game, isn't it? It's a subjective sport at the end of the day, and I feel like I've worked out where I could be better. And I genuinely do feel like you will see it next week. I think the changes that I've made to everything as a whole will shine through. I'm twinned with the fact I'm battling Jazz the Rapper, who's one of the biggest names on the planet, not just in women's battle rap, not just in the US. Like, I'm talking on a global stage. Like, I can't stress enough how like appreciative of the opportunity I am for it, because I think like going back to what I've just said, she could have quite easily called out anyone or said that she wanted to battle anyone in the UK when she comes over to London. So for her to be adamant and it's me, that it's a massive thing for me. So
yeah, that's I love that mutual appreciation. Jazz, the Castro battle, you called yourself or said Castro is like a boy. Watching that battle, kind of, has it helped your approach, or seen things that work for him or not? What's your take on that, takeaway from that battle, and does that kind of give you any advantage having seen him against a performer like Castro?
Honestly, watching that battle, so initially when I watched it the first time, I just watched it to see how BIZZO did against Lou, but I also was watching for Lou, right? Because I fuck with Lou, you feel me? So I'm watching it trying to study my opponent, but also watching it to enjoy the battle, right? I enjoyed that battle. I enjoyed BIZZO and I enjoyed Lou. So me hearing that the feedback on it for BIZZO wasn't that good is a surprise to me, because I didn't see that. Like, I didn't see anything for me to, I don't know, not talk down on BIZZO, but I didn't see anything for me to really criticize BIZZO about. But maybe it's just because I know that BIZZO hasn't faced as many challenges as Lou, right? Like, he hasn't faced the competition that Lou has. So I wasn't expecting BIZZO to go out there and just smoke Lou. Like, that wasn't my expectation. At the very minimum, I just expected a good battle. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't see what BIZZO's fans saw, but at the
I think part of that, sorry to cut you, Jazz, part of that is probably BIZZO has been killing shit, and every obstacle and every challenge, like I said, smashing everything out of the park for, like, what is it, 3 years now or something? So the expectations is, he's got like fans have got that complacency factor as well. It's like, oh well, BIZZO's fire, but he wasn't fire. We didn't see his opponent's head explode and smoke come out. So
So I mean, yeah, and I was gonna say it might be because his fans have watched him as the battles happened, right? As they went on and following his career. I didn't follow BIZZO's career. Like, I had to catch up. I was kind of late to the party, so I'm not really watching I'm watching to see how he's grown, but that's because I'm about to battle him, right? I'm not watching him as a fan, so I'm not saying I didn't really like this battle from him. He could have did this. No, I'm just literally trying to figure out who am I battling. So with the Lou Castro battle, I liked the battle. I liked it. I watched it more than once because I actually enjoyed it, and I wasn't.
It's a dope battle.
Yeah, when I watched it the other times, I wasn't even watching it to see what Lou did better than him. That wasn't what I was watching. Like, I actually watched BIZZO. So, but now the second, third time I'm watching it to see what is BIZZO really good at. Because if you're going against somebody that is exciting and is a performer, that's something that I'm comparing myself to. How did you attack this person? Not necessarily what did this person do to you. Because I know this person's going to perform better than you. They're a performer. That's just what's going to happen. That's like if somebody is more aggressive than me. I know that they're going to be more aggressive than me. That's not without a question. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I needed to watch what he did with Lou. And to me, he kind of did the same shit he always do. To me, I don't know. I don't know. I like BIZZO in that battle. I think he actually took a different approach in that battle than he has in other battles, but in a way that I liked. Like,
it was a weird battle. Like, on the day, I thought the battle went really well. Like, I think the electricity that Castro brought was crazy, and it complemented the battle nicely. I've said this before. I think if the rounds were the other way around, like, I feel like if Lou had gone first and then I'd have gone, it would have been an even better battle, because I would have fed off Lou's energy a lot more from my first round, and I had to set the tone in the first round, which Lou just, you know, came in, US battle rapper, first time in London, already energetic as it is, and then he kind of like just like shot the room up when
it's kind of crazy how you don't have home field advantage just because your name is not bigger. Like, you have somebody coming from America to the UK, they're gonna have the fans on their side because they want to show them love, and they want to. This is people I've been watching for years, and I've never gotten a chance to see them. So I never thought about that. Damn, Bizzo, you're fucked.
well,
You're fucked. You're royally fucked.
Tell us quite how fucked, Jazz, because I saw you tweet the other day. You mentioned, you know, you've from that run of Rum, Twerk, Big K, is evolved you into a different beast.
Yeah.
What can we, you know, what was the biggest takeaway from that run and that, you know, that experience game? What was your biggest takeaway from that?
The biggest takeaway from that was, you know, it's kind of just like after Rum, Nitty, and Twerk, for me, it was like, okay, Rum Nitty's my GOAT, right? And Twerk is right behind them. So for me, it was like, if I could do what I did with two of the best in the world and like top two type shit, then I could do anything with anybody as long as I, you know, put my mind to it. But then it was like, all right, then I took Big K. Like, I didn't have any break in between these people at all. Like, it was just back to back to back. And, you know, in that moment, I'm not thinking about what it did to me and how it changed me. My confidence went up. That's what I noticed instantly. Okay, my confidence is like, all right, I couldn't battle anybody. But then I took my break, and then as I'm writing for BIZZO and as my rounds coming together, it's like, I don't know how to battle any other way now. Now it's like I'm battling Rum Nitty, Twerk, and Big K, anybody that I take, because that's what my body was conditioned to do for the past 6 months or whatever it was, like 5 months. My body was conditioned to be punching a motherfucking tree as opposed to a punching bag. Like, you know, punching bag bark. Like, so it's like I don't have why ease up? You know, it doesn't matter who I'm battling. Why ease up? Like, that's just what I'm doing. It's like lifting weights. Like, if you so used to lifting 50 pounds, 60 pounds, 70 pounds, why would on a random day would you go for a 10-pound dumbbell? You gonna be doing what you've been doing. So
yeah, the 10-pound dumbbell does nothing for you anymore.
Right. If you lift 50, that 10 pound is stupid. Like, you know, so it's like I don't need to hold back. And, you know, BIZZO, he's a man. He's a grown man. He's strong. He's good. He could hold his own. Like, he ain't got nothing to worry about. But it's just, that's with anybody. It could have been anybody I was battling after Big K. It still would have been the same. Like, I can't go back now. Especially with the fans, too. Like, they've been getting these crazy showings, crazy material. Why would I go backwards? It doesn't make sense. So that's what I mean. Like, it's a new beast. It's somebody that I've been sparring with the best in the world, back to back to back. I'm fighting with the guys. And now I gotta, you know,
and looking, you know, like you belong there, looking comfortable.
right.
Winning battles against the best in the world, having debatables, having, you know, great battles with great replay value. And yeah, like you say, if you backslide from that now, you're going to start to hear Jazz fell off. Jazz fell off. Like, you pick up that 50 pound, that little 10 pound would have been fine before. It could have been fine before, but now you try and pick that up. It's, Jazz lost it. Jazz lost her touch. She moved to LA and she got shit or something. There'll be some reason.
They gotta be something there.
Our roads are very different, but it's going to make for a great battle, in my opinion. Like Jazz was saying, like, she's conditioned herself to battle, you know, the very top elite level. within short periods of time. And my lead up to this battle was completely different. Like I was desperate for a break. I literally took the minimum amount of battles last year. I didn't want to battle, in all honesty, for 2 out of 3 of them. And I finally got my break after the Lou battle, and I'm refreshed and finished writing. And while Jazz is at a point now in her career where she can literally, like she said, battle anybody in the upper echelon of battle rap, I want to show that I can get to that same stage. So it's a very interesting journey as to where we're both heading. And we're both very, like she said, we're both very similar stylistically as well. And I think everything is in place for a really, really good battle next week in Brixton, man. I'm really excited for it.
That's crazy. I set that question up so well that you answered it before I'd even asked it, because that was my question. In contrast to Jazz's year you've had. So yeah, I'll ask a different one now.
I think we both just had mad pressure on us last year for different reasons. Like Jazz obviously was battling some of the best in the world. Like Twerk for me is the best on the planet by a country mile in terms of his aura and performance. I think he's one of the only genuine superstars that battle rap has got in terms of who has everything. I think Rum Nitty is up there as a GOAT as well, but in terms of the full package of what you want from a battle rap performance, I think Twerk embodies that perfectly. And I'd put Rum as a close second. So for Jazz to battle those two in the same year, and to battle Big K as well, who's just won Champion of the Year, is mad achievement. And for me, I literally I didn't want to battle last year. I wasn't in it. My head was not in the game at all. It was a miracle I managed to get the battles out that I did, to the caliber that I did as well. I had to genuinely sacrifice a lot to do that. But in reflection of that, I've become a lot, I feel like I'm a much stronger character now. I feel like going into this battle, I just want to have fun with it, man. I'm bored of this whole, the narratives about me that get posted online in terms of comments and stuff. And I think there is an element of people genuinely want to see me lose now, but I used to see that as a negative thing, but I see it as nothing as a positive now. If you want to see me lose, it's because I'm winning too much. So I'm not interested as to whether or not people think that anymore, and I just want to have fun with it, man. I'm not going to cater to anyone. I'm not going to, I'm just going to go up there and do BIZZO Bond. And I've literally been making my way towards this style for a good few months now, and I've had plans to, get to this point previously. So when I step on stage next week, it will be different as to what you've seen previously, but it's all part of the process to me, and I'm excited for it. I'm genuinely going to enjoy this battle. Not a lot of people can say that the co-main event in an event against Jazz the Rapper in London. So I'm making the most of it, man. I'm going to do it my way. I'm going to do it BIZZO Bond's way, and if anyone doesn't like it, then I don't care, because at the end of the day, it's not them, it's me.
Okay, talk your shit, Biz. Talk your shit. That's a fact. Jazz, you'd mentioned it's not going to be, it's not going to feel like necessarily a home game for Biz when, you walk out on that stage and your fans react, who've been watching you for years, who might have even seen you in London. Now they get to see you at work in London against the champ in the champions battle. I have to ask, Jazz, you've been here so many times. BIZZO, you're a UK native, but who is more London? Whose home is this? I think
I've never had a home game. I'm from Preston, Lancashire. I'm from Lancashire. Well, I've never had a home game.
But
ever. I'm an underdog in every battle I have. You look at all the polls from every battle that I've had, underdog. Even in title matches where I'm the title holder, everyone votes
against. But this is a home game for you. Prem is your home league, right?
Jazz, this is your debut on London soil. This is your debut on London soil, and you're taking on the UK title holder.
It's Prem your home
Everyone is going to lose their shit the moment you drop your first bar.
It's Prem your home league?
As soon as you go, Y'all don't remember how I does this?
I'm
Everyone's
not
gonna
gonna
go,
say that. I'm gonna
"Hey,"
say
and lose their
you
fucking
lot don't
minds.
remember how I done it.
I was paraphrasing.
Now, is
Not that you lot.
it home league?
This isn't I am.
I don't understand why you just gave
It
it.
may be Bizzo's home
It,
league, but it
it's,
sounds like you're going to
of
be
course it's
speaking
of
our
course it's my
language.
home league. Of course
Okay,
it's my home league.
it's from my home league.
Listen, this is very patronising. I understand the point you're
From the
making.
UK?
Yes,
I'm from the UK.
I don't know. Do a British accent.
I
Yeah, I'm
tell
gonna
you
put
what,
21 Savage on your ass.
we know
You
that
have to take a
Jazz
British passport out on mid-stage.
Jazz is part Londoner. Jazz is part Londoner. Then we
You've been
know
to
that.
London more
But
times than me.
yeah.
Yeah, I have.
Can Bizzo, do you think you could make Jazz love Preston and the Wigan kebabs if the battle say was in Preston? Yeah, let's say it was Saturday, March
If the battle
3rd or
was in
March
Preston,
2nd at the Ferret, right? And you've
if the
got
battle was in
Jazz.
Preston, the attendance would be
Ferret.
5 people in a sheep.
Well, okay. So it's in the Ferret in Preston, Jazz versus Bizzo with 5 people and a sheep in attendance. Jazz is in town for 3 days. What are you doing with Jazz? What are you going to do to make her love Preston?
Open-minded, so don't think you can't just take. You can take me somewhere, and I will have fun. Where would
Have you ever watched Wallace and Gromit, Jazz?
I have no idea what that is.
What's a Wallace and Gromit?
Do you not know what it is, Jen?
No, I do. I was taking the piss. Sorry.
Oh.
Because it just sounds so bizarre. Like, what's a Wallace and Gromit? What's a Gromit?
Wallace and Gromit is an A-star TV show from my childhood, which I'd encourage you to watch. I think you'd enjoy it very much. But that's where the inventor of Wallace and Gromit's from, Preston. We also have, as Lou said, it was the first place in the UK to get a KFC. So
Jazz comes
kind of
to
a big deal
Preston, you're
around
taking
here.
her to KFC.
And don't take me to KFC because, like, you're the first one. K, but K stands for what?
Listen, I know what KFC is.
No, what I'm saying is, don't bring up KFC. Don't bring up something that America.
I wasn't going to take you to KFC. We might have walked past it and I'd have gone, Jazz, that's the first ever KFC.
Look, we're trying to make her love Preston too.
I don't like Preston. Preston? It's not that great. It's just like a little remote city.
Do you love being from Preston though?
It's debatable. I don't mind being from Preston. I'm not one of those people that are very patriotic about the cities that they're from.
What's Preston town centre like on a Friday night? What's a typical Friday night or Saturday night in Preston when everyone goes into town? What goes down?
Few boozers, cheap ale, Jazz as well. Booze is very cheap in Preston. We're talking mega cheap in comparison to London. London's like £10 a pint. You can get a pint in Preston for like £3. So if there's one thing that's going to happen if you ever come to Preston is you will be pissed as a fart.
Okay.
I told Bizzo to make Jazz love Preston. He says you'll be pissed as a fart. Come to Preston,
we'll go
lass.
to a dodgy boozer down an alleyway where they put karaoke on a Friday.
I like karaoke.
Yeah, proper rough karaoke though, like Lancashire style karaoke where, you know, you sing the wrong song and someone's going to throw a glass at you. That's what it's like up north.
A glass. Jazz, what song are you doing on karaoke? Let's see if you're making it out of the Ferret alive.
I don't want glass thrown at me.
Well, let's see
sing the right song, then. You better sing Top Lighter Dancing in the Moonlight, otherwise I'm not going to like it.
Yeah, then I'll try my best. I'll put the song and I'll try my best.
What's your go-to karaoke song, Jazz?
It depends on how I'm feeling. I got a whole list. You gotta read the room. You gotta see who's in there. You know, like you sometimes it's like, all right, it's too early for this song. I'll do this song, and then when they get lit, it's levels to it. I'm going to karaoke tonight too, so I haven't decided what I'm gonna sing there, but
Okay.
yeah.
What do you do when you walk into the Preston pub and it's, you know, boozed up locals on £3 beer, cheap ale?
I'm lit. I'm a fun person when I go. I'm friendly. I make friends everywhere.
Okay.
Preston's like 4 hours away from London, so you'd have to make a lot of time for it.
Yeah, well, this is a home game for you.
Oh yeah, back to that.
Well,
Okay.
let's
It is a home game for me. It is a home game for me. But you're gonna get a phenomenal reception.
Of course.
Because
I'm good though.
Not disputing that.
So you're saying you got to work harder than me?
Yes. Yes. That's a fact. I have to work harder than you for this battle.
As you should, though.
Why? It's
because you're a BIZZO Bond and you're the UK champion, right? But I'm the woman of the year for the world. So you have to work harder for this battle because this is your shot. Like
I'm the woman of the year for the world. Did you hear that?
So, like, casual how you drop that. Yo, you're the UK champ, but I'm the woman of the world. You know, like, I'm the woman of the world.
The world, Craig. The world. So yeah, but you already know that. You've battled Americans before. So it's not like you don't know what you have to do. You know what I'm saying? You got Thesaurus, you got Real Deal, you got Lou, you got me. Like, so you understand, like, it's like, okay, this is a shot for me because I'm getting their fans. And on top of that, even if none of their fans watched it, it's still Jazz, it's still Lou, it's still Thesaurus. So yeah, you get it. But it is kind of odd how the home game person has to work harder.
Is it really a home game? I think we need to decide my game. Hold on. It's in London. So neither of you technically are from London. Technically. So I think the only way to decide whose home London really is to do my little game. So we're gonna ask a few London trivia questions. Before we get into that. If you haven't got a ticket yet for Absolute Brixton Jam Saturday, the 2nd of March, get a ticket. Make sure we're going to talk about the card in a little bit before we go. But yeah, tickets haven't quite sold out yet. There's still time. Don't wait for it on the door because they will be gone by then. Get your ticket now. But yes, so I want you to tell me both. We're going to find out who's more London. So where is your favorite place to eat in London? First question.
Oh my God. I've literally been to London 3 times in my life.
Oh. I'm like 7.
You're going to play this game, BIZZO.
Like a specific restaurant?
Or like just a type of food? Like what sort of thing do you like to eat in London? If you got a favorite restaurant, then great. Say that again.
They have Miller and Carter in London.
Yes, they do. They've actually won 5 minutes from my house. I enjoy it.
I do like it. I do like a Miller and Carter.
Okay, it's a nice steakhouse.
You know what? I went to a pub and I had, my favorite food, beef Wellington.
Oh, you took BIZZO's steak. You said, I see your steak and I will raise you a beef Wellington.
That is a posh pie, Jazz. It's steak in a pastry with mushrooms. It's a pie. You're practically having a Wigan kebab without the bread roll.
Yeah, that's what makes a Wigan
kebab. This whole promo has been a farce. This whole promo has been a farce. You've slagged off Wigan kebabs for weeks on end, and you've just sat there and had the audacity to tell me that you've had a beef Wellington, which is beef in pastry with mushroom. It's a posh pie. You're eating a posh pie.
It's delicious and it makes sense. It's meat inside the pastry with the juice sauce that you put on it. It makes
gravy.
sense.
Gravy, yeah, like a Wigan kebab.
is a meat pie. Then you have it in between.
A meat pie? What in a Wellington?
Anyway, that's stupid.
What were
Why
the
am I-
accompaniments?
I
What were the sides you had with your beef Wellington?
I had carrots and greens.
What greens were they?
I think it was
Peas?
no. It wasn't peas. I haven't had mushy peas. It wasn't peas. It was like it was
You
a
wouldn't have
leaf.
mushy peas with a beef Wellington because that'd be way too common. You'd have normal garden peas, perhaps. But the point
Green
stands.
beans.
Green.
The
Maybe
point
green
stands.
beans.
You've eaten a posh
No,
pie.
it was leafy, like broccolini or something like that. And it was
Oh,
glazed carrots and
sounds
potatoes.
delicious.
My whole world's come down here. This whole promo has been about British cuisine.
No,
and
because
you've had beef Wellington, which is southern Wigan kebab. You might as well have called it beef Wigan beef Wellington.
No, it's not the same at all. The problem is that there's bread. Why do you have bread in between?
That's what I've just said.
Huh?
If you were provided with a bread roll for your beef Wellington, it would be a Wigan kebab.
What is it for? Why are y'all giving me bread and I'm already eating a bread dish?
Pastry.
Pastry is dough.
Pastry is pastry. Bread is bread.
I'm
combined together with a pie filling is a Wigan kebab. You're one ingredient away from a Wigan kebab, and you've been slagging me all week about it.
No.
I'm fuming.
No. That meat that is inside that Wigan kebab is not beef Wellington.
She's got a point. She's got a point.
So steak pie isn't the same as what's in a beef Wellington.
No, because then it would just be a steak pie, right? Next question.
Okay, we're moving on. We've reached a stalemate. We're not gonna get past this, so we're just gonna have to move on.
You ain't even let me get to say the place.
What was the? What is your favorite place? I'll cut that. I'll cut all of that out. Jazz, what's your favorite place to eat in London?
That was it.
So I have two. The place I have beef Wellington. It was at Gordon Ramsay's restaurant, but it was like I think it was called like Street Market or something like that. Like I forgot what it was called. I'm about to Google it. But that, and then I had some really good Jamaican food one time. I had spoke about it on one of my other podcasts. I had some really good Jamaican food. Very, very the price was very well worth all the food that I got. But yeah, I would say those two places stand out to me.
I tell you what, you objected to Bizzo's Wigan kebab pie in a what do you call it? Do you call it a bun? Do you call it a cob? Do you call it a bap? What do you call it in Preston, in Lancashire?
I call it a balm. I call it
a balm. What are you not doing up there? What is a balm? I've heard it all now. Okay, so instead of a pie in a balm with gravy, if you go in a yard food shop, you're gonna have pastry and bread in a cocoa bread and a patty. Have you ever had cocoa bread and patty, Jazz? Because if you haven't, you have to try it.
I'm from New York.
So okay, so it's not just the pastry and bread thing. It's that you've got a specific objection to the Wigan kebab. I just wanted to make sure.
Because if I had a beef patty with cocoa bread, then it's still bread with the
pastry.
Wait, so a beef patty is pastry? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, because you've got the patty is pastry, right? And then the cocoa bread is bread. It's kind of like the pie pastry with the bread in the Wigan kebab, but
Wigan kebab is a full-on pie, though.
Yeah, that's
why are you calling it Wigan kebab? Kebab. B-A-B, Wigan kebab.
No, kebab sounds so much funnier.
Oh, I don't
know. It's kebab now. It's kebab.
You're both giving me the ick.
It's a kebab.
The Wigan kebab gives me the ick, and I have no problem with bread and pastry, but
Gordon Ramsay Street Pizza, that's the name of the place.
Street Pizza.
That's the name of the restaurant where I had the beef Wellington.
Bizzo, you'll have to go there and get the beef Wellington and see how it compare. I was gonna say,
bring a buttered bread roll over here, please, pal.
For me pie.
There's Wellington in this.
Beef butter
They'll
roll.
kick you out.
What
Sorry,
else?
Jazz, say that again.
Beef buttered roll over what?
Beef
You're
buttered
saying
roll.
you go to Gordon Ramsay's restaurant, order the beef Wellington, and then ask them for a buttered balm for his pie.
A buttered balm, aka a bread roll with
Man,
butter.
look at how good this looks. Come on, man. I can't turn my camera around. Ooh, y'all so lucky. Yeah, y'all lucky. But what's the next
Turn it
question?
round.
Okay, what is the best thing about London? Bizzo, what's the best thing about London?
This is the worst question to ask a northerner. The best
It must
thing
be
about
something.
the best thing about London, the fact that all my battle rap friends and family live down there.
Oh,
That's it. Tell you what's not, ultra low emission zones. What's all that about?
yeah, that's just a money grab, right? Jazz, what's the best thing about London?
The best thing about London is the culture. I love the music. I love not the food per se, because most of the food that's good in London is from like other ethnicities, like other countries. So it's definitely not British food. But
How can you say the best thing you like about London is the food and
he's
it's not?
asking me a question. Did I
Oh,
cut
yeah.
you off when you gave your answer?
You weren't listening. You're too busy tapping
Yes,
away
I
on your
was.
laptop, looking at Gordon Ramsay's street pizza. Do
London.
you put pineapple on your pizza, Jazz?
Yes, I do.
God.
I
Next
do
question.
too.
I give him that one.
He's done with you. How many types of transport have you been on in London?
Uber, the tube, the
Yeah.
bus, the
Yeah.
plane.
Yeah.
Anyone
Overground.
been on like one of those
I have
city bikes or
I've never been on a Boris bike.
me though.
what about a tram? We've got trams where I live.
No.
Oh, wait, does the tube count as the other train too?
Well, that's you got the overground and the underground.
I
One
took the
blue
train.
So
train.
the tube is the underground.
I took the train in Brighton.
That would be overground.
Oh, well, yeah, I took the tube, the
Yeah,
bus.
That's Brighton.
but you would have had to take the tube, like the overground to
From
Brighton.
London to Brighton.
I took
Jazz?
both.
Anyone done any river crossings? You've been on a boat, crossed the River Thames?
Oh, I've done that. I did that a while ago.
Oh, Bizzo, you might be winning on this score, the only
Might be a
one.
home game after all.
All right, we'll have one final tiebreaker question. What tube line is the closest to Saturday's venue, Brixton Jam?
Oh, Victoria!
This is not a home.
You are the winner.
This is not a home game.
Big my thing.
Yes. Oh God, Jazz, you're a London fan now. I'm telling you, this is it. It's a home game, Jazz. It's your home game.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry. It's a home game for you. I don't know if they're going to be shouting Brooklyn. Like you need to find a UK borough and rep that, like a London borough.
Man.
You might not have them shouting Brooklyn, but you might have them shouting. You need to rep a London borough. But
you got that quickly. Then I did. I wouldn't have even. I genuinely no.
I don't know. Can you name three
I
tube
looked at
lines,
Google
Bizzo?
Maps
Can you
and that's
name
it.
3 tube lines?
Jubilee.
Okay, yeah, that's one.
Wow, I'm gonna get absolutely smoked for this. Jubilee,
Central.
Stop helping me.
Oh, my fault.
How many are there?
Ain't like
Loads.
Is Bakerloo one?
It is, yeah, the brown line. Well done.
Waterloo.
Waterloo and City line is one.
That's 3. Fucking thank Christ for that.
There's no more loos. Okay, yeah, you did it. Well done.
That was
well
a struggle.
Things, you know some things. You know some things.
Listen, we've only just got electricity in Preston, so this is all like really bad for me.
Are you scared of the tube? Like, I don't want to go underground. I don't know about that. Big moving bullet underground. Nah.
I always drive to London. Whenever I go to London, I always drive. I literally never get the tube or anything.
Don't trust the trains. Like I said, I understand this. It's okay. Have you got in? I'm surprised you've got internet up there. Well, you're James Bond, so.
Oh God.
I mean, I'm running off a generator, and I'm one of the first houses to get internet, and it's that dial-up one. You know, when the one where you press the button, it goes.
No.
That was a good impression. You've done that. You faked having bad internet one too many times when you're a kid. It was, right?
Yeah.
But listen, I am going to wrap up there. I think we've, like I said, we've decided it's a Jazz home game, but I think that was probably clear from the moment Bizzo said he's been to London 3 times. Thank you so much, guys, for coming on. Like I said to everybody, get your tickets. I am rushing off because we've got a Spaces to host. I didn't think this has been such a dope convo. I didn't think we'd be on so long. This is the card: Shotty Horror versus New Jersey Twerk, Bizzo Bond versus Jazz the Rapper, Visual Maverick Crow, Trouble, iKid, Donnie Darko, Brixton Jam, Saturday 2nd of March. Get your tickets. Bizzo, what do you want to leave us with before you go?
Beef Wellington is a posh Wigan kebab.
Thank you very much.
See you next week, Jazz. Love you lots.
And Jazzo Bond, any final words?
Learn your tubes. Learn your tubes. You gotta learn your tubes, man. You gotta learn where you at to be appreciated.
If I'm late next week, you'll know why. It's because I'll be stuck on a fucking train somewhere.
Well, let's hope that doesn't happen, because I can't wait for this one. And yes, thank you again, guys, for coming on. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope to see you all in the building because it's going to be a crazy one. On that note, we are out.